Hello folks. So in a previous video I had spoken about Google's you know Google searches or Google's service or a feature to actually help people learn English language. It's actually not just about English. For now it's about English, but in the future they actually plan to help people learn not just English but more languages. So any language, they help people. They want to help people learn any language. So they want to help people in like speaking any language. And for now, it's starting with English. So yeah, in the future, they just want to do this for other languages. And you can usually see this feature when you actually try to translate to English or from English. I think the idea being when you translate to English, you know some word in some other language and you don't know how to say it in English, so you just translate it to English. And when you translate something from English to your language, you basically heard some word, you know how to type it or you know how to say it, and you want to translate that from English to your language so that you can understand it, right? So when you do this, when you translate from English to something, to some language, or when you translate from some language to English, then you see Google referring you to this new feature of, like, how you can learn to speak English. And they actually have a lot of cool features. I'm going to actually put it in another video, and you can check it out. And they have done a lot of research and a lot of work in their artificial intelligence systems. Pretty complex stuff. I didn't understand all of it. I just read through what they had written, and I just understood some very basic stuff. And I think they've solved a lot of complex problems as part of this whole service, building this whole service. And in general, their translate feature also gets better because of this. So yeah, I mean, they've done some great stuff. And their idea is they want to help people learn language, especially within a particular context, because contextually understanding something and speaking a language is not easy, apparently. Like if you want to practice with your friends, family and whatnot, especially with your friends who are from a different culture, you have to create that context, and you have to fake that context of sorts and try to talk in that context. So to be able to practice in a particular context, Google helps in this case, wherein they can actually create a particular context and then ask you questions so that you can respond based on that context and understand the context and practice stuff based on that context, right? So learning a language based on a specific context is not easy, and it's very hard to practice based on a context. Learning a language in a particular context, how words change in a particular context and whatnot, right? And the meanings and words change and all that, and how words are put together in a particular language, in a particular context and whatnot. So that's the idea of Google over here, to help people. And their idea is that this service will be ideally be used along with other resources that people are using to learn languages. Say they're attending a course, a curriculum, some other app and whatnot, but they should be able to use this service from anywhere, anytime they want to use it, and learn it with context and get immediate feedback, actionable feedback, which is not easy to get generally. So Google wants to provide actionable feedback. So Google understands and tries to understand, like, is the response to a particular question right? How is it semantically correct, syntactically correct, grammatically correct and stuff like that? And how relevant is the response to the question, and how easily will the communication partner understand the response and whatnot. So they evaluate based on this, and then they give you suggestions on how to improve, how to make things better, how to improve your language skills, right? So pretty cool stuff. I'll actually show some of the stuff in a separate video. So that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.